Hi Amit.
Yes, sir.
Yeah, you can start.
Yeah, my name is Amit Pandit, and I am an intern at CyberSapiens from R19 batch. And today we are going to talk about file upload vulnerability. So, what is file upload vulnerability? It basically means uploading malicious files. So, if an attacker is successful in uploading malicious files, then it will cause file upload vulnerability. So, let's get it in details. File upload vulnerabilities are when a web server allows user to upload files to its file system without sufficiently validating things like file name, file type, contents, file size, or without compressing the file when the file gets uploaded to the server. So when the server fails to validate either file name, file type, file content, file size during the file upload, then it causes file upload vulnerabilities. And if the server further without compression stored the uploaded file, then also it gets vulnerable because on compressing a file, it removes some sensitive contents or it removes some parts of payload from the file which cause the malicious file to be corrupted. So hope everybody understood about file upload vulnerability. So impact of file upload vulnerability. Impact basically depends upon two things. When we upload a file, it depends upon validity failures for the file type, file name, file size, or file contents. So when we upload a file, if the validation type, if there is vulnerability in either file type validation, file name validation, file size, or file contents, then the severity will depend. Then the severity will vary in these all type of cases. And the second thing is restriction on the file after it is uploaded. So when an attacker successfully uploads a file, the impact depends upon the restriction of the file. Like if the file gets uploaded to the server's root directory, then it can be directly accessed by any user. It can be executed. And if it is not in the root directory, then the attacker will need some other vulnerabilities like local file inclusion to make the file executable or execute the file. So the risk depends upon these two factors. So now what are the actual risks? So first one is code execution, most severe one. So when the server fails to validate file type, then we can get code execution by uploading some severe files, executable files like PHP, JSP, or other executable files which are executed by the server. And if the server fails to validate file name, then we can overwrite critical files on the server. Like we can upload any files like configuration files on the server, which means something else on the for the server. Then it will we can overwrite critical files on the server. And the next is denial of service. We can also cause DOS attack if the server fails to validate file size. And if the server fails to validate file contents, then again we can get code execution in some tricky way. Like we can attach some payload in the metadata of a file. If the server only accepts image file like JSP, like JPG file, then we can attach that a PHP payload like a PHP payload in the metadata of the file. So metadata is, if you don't know, basically metadata is data of data. Like for a JPG file, it will contain some information about the file. The common bypasses. Here we are going to see practicals. The first one is uploading executable file. So for our lab purpose, we are going to upload this file. It will be a PHP file containing this PHP code. So it will just echo out or print the current PHP version and executing this statement, which will give us the PHP version of the server. So we are going to upload this file, php.version.php file. It contains the same code. We are having this vulnerable server. I'm going to upload that PHP code. It says that only allowed files are image and PNG files, JPG files. But I will try to upload a PHP file and see if it accepts it. And we can see that file uploads successfully. So now we will try to access the file, and we can see that it successfully executes the code on the server and gives us the PHP version. Now second type is manipulating MIME type or content type. So whenever we send any request, we upload any file, it sends a content type along with the HTTP request header. So if we upload a XML or HTML file, then it will contain a content type of TXT file, text HTML file. And if we upload a JPG file, then it will contain content type of image/JPEG. So we will try to manipulate this in our request HTTP request header and try to see if it gets bypassed. So what are MIME type? MIME type stands for media type. It is used as an identifier for the file type and file contents transmitted on the internet. Like if we upload a PHP file or any file on the server, like our desktop profile or any file, then the MIME type, media type will get calculated by our browser and it will append it to the content type and it will send along with the file so that server can validate what type of file is being transmitted. So here in this lab, we will try to manipulate this file. So here we can see we'll try to upload that file directly and see if it gets bypassed or not. It says unauthorized file type found. So now we will try to manipulate that content type and see if it is bypassed. Before clicking upload, we will try to intercept the request on the backstop. And here we can see the same code is being sent. The file name is version.php as we uploaded, and content type is application octet string. So we will try to manipulate that content type to image/JPEG to make the server believe that we are uploading a JPEG file rather than a PHP file. JPEG. We'll forward and we will see that file uploaded successfully. So we will access that file. And here also the code gets executed successfully. So the restriction is bypassed. Our next step is manipulating headers of the file. So what are headers? Headers are basically for every file. Headers, it contains some different headers. Headers like this for a JPEG file, this unreadable character is its header. It will signify that it is a JPEG file. And similarly for a GIF file, that this string will signify at the starting of the file, this string will signify that it is a GIF file. So we will try to manipulate the first 4-bit or 8-bit of string to make the server believe that it is some other file. For this, we are going to use this lab. Here also uploading normal PHP file will not get uploaded because it is being validated upon the header file. Here also we will intercept the request. Over here, we will change the header or the first 4 bytes to this to make the server believe that it is a GIF file. Here is GIF 89A. So we will put exact string over here. A and forward the request. See, file uploaded successfully. And the code gets executed. And it comes embedding executable code in the metadata of the whitelisted file type. So if the server accepts only the image file, then like JPG file, then we will try to embed some code like PHP code in the metadata of the file. Like here, this exit tool. Using this exit tool, we can manipulate the exit data metadata of the file. It will basically embed a comment in the metadata containing this PHP code of the cell.png file. And on renaming it during the uploading, on renaming it to cell.php.png, it will get executed as a PHP code if that server is vulnerable. And the next one is overwriting critical files on the server. So as we discussed earlier, if the server fails to validate the file name properly, then we can upload any file with any name, like some configuration file name or some severe files, and we can try to overwrite the files on the server. So for here, we will try to upload htaccess file because we know our vulnerable server is running Apache server. So and .htaccess file is a configuration file for Apache server. And if we are successfully in uploading this htaccess file with this code, then this code basically states that if any file containing this new ext, this can be any random string, if we can upload any file with this extension new ext, then it will get executed as a PHP code. So if we upload this htaccess file using this command, then it will override the configuration file. So here we will see in this lab. It doesn't get uploaded. Here I have created a .htaccess file with the same string as I have shown here. So I will upload this .htaccess file and see if it accepts it. .htaccess file. It gets uploaded successfully and it is forbidden. We don't need to access it. The configuration file is already updated on the server. So now if we try to upload a file which containing PHP code using its extension new ext as specified here. With any new ext extension, it will get executed as a PHP code. So I will forward it and see it gets uploaded successfully. And on executing it, it will be executed as a PHP code. And we have one more lab where PHP file can't be uploaded, then we will try to change some other supported PHP extensions. Like PHP file is not getting accepted, then we will try to change that PHP to PHPML extension. It again gets executed. And here are some references for file upload vulnerabilities. One is from OWASP and the other is from Portstrigger. You can read from there. Thank you.